We've got Paul Marshall here. He's doing our Club Legend of the Week, and just a small introduction to Marshy. He's played 400 odd games now of footy. He's inducted into our Hall of Fame and featured on a cover after his 400th. Tell us a little bit about that long career, mate.
Yeah, it's been a while now. Yeah, I started sort of straight out of school. I was St Mick's boy and lobbed at Smosh, and they were playing at Royal Park at the time.
Okay.
And yeah, had a great time there. I went there and played, or started in the C's, made my way up the grades and played some A-grade footy for the first couple of years, and then cemented a spot in the A-grade probably in my third year of senior footy.
Yep.
Was lucky enough to win a flag with Smosh against Foss.
What years were they?
Geez, Nick, testing me. That was 95, I think, mate.
95?
Yeah, that was Div 3.
22 years ago?
Yeah, it was a while ago. I was only 21, it was. So I didn't really know what it meant to win a flag back then. But it was good times, good club. Just a really good unit with a lot of old scholars that I'd gone to school with. And yeah, I was lucky enough to get a flag. Stayed at Smosh when they sort of merged with West Lakes, and then went over to Bartley Terrace there. Played the first year, I think, there. And then tried to get in their Sanafel system with Westies. And yeah, did a bit of training, but didn't really work out. And then went to Portland in '97.
Their first year is Portland?
Yeah. So I had a cousin that was playing there.
Okay.
And Russell Evans was the coach.
Yep.
And I knew, obviously, Russell from the Port Maggie's days.
Your son Corey's playing there now?
Yeah. Well, I knew Corey was only just born, I think. Russell was coaching. But yeah, I lobbed there in '97, and that was the inception of Portland Footy Club when Eckford and Rivies and Alby merged.
Yeah.
So I played there. I played 153 games there. Was lucky enough to be a part of the first A-grade flag there in, what was that, in 1999 or 2000? Can't remember now.
And you coached there as well?
I did, yeah. So after who was coaching at the time? I think Graham McInerney had taken over, and he'd gone. So got off the A-grade coaching job and coached there for 2 years. Didn't have a great time there. We weren't really successful. And then finished up there and went to Seaton to try my hand at playing Div 1.
So what year was that you went to Seaton?
I can't remember.
Hard on
to be honest, I can't remember. That would have been, what are we now? Probably 2007 maybe.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but it could have been then. Simon Puke was coaching.
Okay, yeah, it is.
A lot of the old Portland boys had gone over already. Were playing Div 1, like Koda and Tomo and a couple of others. So went there and played Div 1. Unfortunately, was part of the sort of relegation through Rams. Went to Div 2. Scotty Hodges come on board. Lucky enough to play in a grand final. And that year, I went back up to Div 1. Unfortunately, we lost, but went back up to Div 1, and then been there ever since. Barring, I took 12 months off and went up the hills and played at Bridgewater Football Club with with Walshy, and that was pretty interesting footy up there.
Bit wet,
muddy, and just a different brand of footy and different group of players that you're playing with, and it was hard because Bridgewater weren't successful. I think we won 2 games a year. I think we beat Loberthal twice. We finished bottom.
Long way to go when you're not winning.
Long way to go. I won the best and fairest there that year, but then didn't go back the year after. It was a bit of a hard year of footy for Walshy and I.
You coached the reserves at Seaton and the A-grade side?
Yep, so then went back to Seaton and just played, and then took over the twos, coaching the twos. Won a flag in 2010, beat Prince Alfred at Alberton Oval.
Yep.
Which was just a day I'll never forget. We didn't get close to Prince Alfred all year. I think they beat us in the second semi by 11 goals. But we managed to put it all together on the day and had a really good day out and on the flag that year. And then, continued to play and then had the opportunity to coach the A's 2014. And that was a time where we were up and running and we were playing some pretty solid football. Unfortunately, we couldn't win a final. I did my knee that year too, so I was playing coaching, but then obviously did the knee and just was on the sidelines with Matty Webber as my assistant through the year. Finished second at the end of the minor round, had sort of stitched up most of the teams throughout the year, and then just couldn't put it together when it counted and went out in straight sets.
That was a couple of years there, they went out in straight sets.
Yeah, we finished 1-2, I think 2 years in a row, and then just lost, I think 5 finals in a row. And couldn't get through. And then, just didn't have the time and effort to put into the coaching anymore, so Matty Webber took over and I've continued to play under him, which has been great because we've been mates for a long time and got a lot of time for Matty. He's a really good lad.
Has been a huge transformation over the last 3 years at Seaton.
Yeah.
It seems to be on the up and up.
Yeah, well, I mean, we went from going bottom 2 years ago and looking at relegation and managed to stay up due to a team not wanting to go up, which was great for us because we were always wanting to stay in Div 3. We didn't really want to go to Div 4. And then, last year we managed to play in a prelim, which was great. We had we sort of won enough games just to sneak into the 5, and then we come from 5th and did something that we hadn't done for a while, and that was win a final. And then we backed it up and won another one, and ended up playing the prelim, which unfortunately we fell short. But we've sort of carried that momentum, I guess, onto this year, and have put ourselves in a reasonable position in the first part of the year to hopefully have a good crack at it come the end of the year. So
it would appear that Seaton and Flinders Park and Flinders Park are probably all vying for a spot to play Brighton from the outside in.
Yeah, look, I mean, that's the way it seems, but finals are a different ball game, and I think what you do is you give yourself enough wins and the opportunity to finish as high up as you can to give yourself a chance to
get
have
a double chance to start with.
Yeah, and I think that's, we'll break it down and say let's win enough games to make 5 first, and then let's try and finish up as high as we can, and then like last year, I mean, we've come from 5th, and I think it's going to be the team that puts it all together at the right time of the year will probably go through and be successful. But
I don't think finishing top matters. I think as long as you get a double chance and you get the opportunity of having a week off and having a rest in finals probably helps.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to say. I mean, last year we came from 5th and we had the momentum going forward. So whereas 2 years ago we finished second, 3 years ago we finished top and had the week off, and it didn't do us any favours at all. We lost 2 finals in a row. So just from experience, I just know you peak at the right time and you get everything right at the right time.
You need a bit of luck in September as well.
Mate, you need that luck as well, and you play your best footy on the day. I mean, like I said, that 2010 year, we hadn't got close to Princes all year, and they hadn't lost a game for 3 years, but I just felt like on the day we had got all the preparation right. I felt going into that grand final that we were really confident and we had the team to really match them, and with every quarter that we were either in front or close to them, they tightened up a little bit, and then we managed to keep our noses in front when the siren went. So
football's littered with a lot of sides that have been undefeated or lost 1 or 2 games in the season and been defeated.
Right, mate. That's right. And you look at the AFL with Bulldogs last year, the same thing. You can do it if you get everything right. So
I actually saw a side win a second semi-final by 20 goals and get beaten in the grand final by 10.
I reckon that was St Ramblers, mate. So.
No, it wasn't actually.
I think St Ramblers did that a couple, early 90s maybe, something similar. So look, it happens, but look, Brighton probably the measuring stick at the moment, but you know, there's us and Flinders, and like I said, I'd really rate Plimpton as well as a team that potentially could be up there. So, you know, it's going to be interesting, but you know, there's a lot of footy to be played before we get there. But we've given ourselves an opportunity to attack the second half of the year with some confidence. So we'll see how we go, mate.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Paul Marshall.
Thanks, Oz.